Hey, I'm Richie923 and I'm on Geek Status. Here's a quick look at what's new in the toy exhibit. Now for a while, I had my friend at Rock 3D Studio 3D print this 1966 Batman Batarang for me. It's not to scale, and I accidentally broke it, so I had to tape it. But this was sitting in the display for a while. I didn't want to shell out the 200 plus asking price for the utility belt plus Batarang from Mattel, but just the other week, found an auction, and for 50 bucks, I got it. This is the Matty Collector from Mattel, 1966 Batman Batarang replica. But of course, this is not the star of the show. This is the replica utility belt. So it's got the nice shiny gold buckle. It's got the working compartments, although there's nothing in here. And the material is like a pleather, like a fake leather. I can see there's some creasing happening already, so I want to keep this the best condition it can be in, so I wouldn't be wearing this too much. And unfortunately, I tried to wear it, and it doesn't really fit all that well. I needed to kind of layer to wear it at its tightest setting. So I'm like a size 30 roughly, and this I want to estimate it's like a size 35. So here it is now. It's kind of loose. Oh, just came loose. But yeah, here's the replica belt in all of its glory, and this will go in the exhibit. So honestly, I didn't plan on getting this and adding this to the exhibit. I just didn't have space. Still don't have space, so I actually had to cheat and do that tacky thing by hanging it outside the exhibit, kind of like how I did some of the weapons here. But you know what? I'm cool with it. It's out of the way. It makes everything else visible, and it's just one extra thing. So yeah, that's that. That's the replica utility belt. And last month, I got the Battle Droid from Episode 1, and along with that now I have the Naboo Starfighter from Star Wars Action Fleet, from I think Galoob. So here it is. Just take it off the stand. There's a mini Anakin figure inside, and then a pop-up R2-D2. It's got some landing gears. And there we go. The Naboo Starfighter from Episode 1, joining the Star Wars display. And moving on to Star Trek, the original science tricorder from the 1960s series. So let's pull up the display, pull out this center console here, and it's got original sounds. Let's press the right button. Scanning for fellow nerds. Nice original sounds. Pretty cool. And that goes into the Star Trek display to kind of match what I have going for Next Generation. And this is the original Dick Tracy wristwatch that I had as a kid. I did have Dick Tracy and this watch out in the 90s exhibit for a while, but I kind of didn't have any more room for it, so I took it out. But now I'm bringing it back, and I'm adding it to the Relics of the 90s display. So this will go right in front of the Talk Boy. And unfortunately, nothing works anymore. I'd replace the batteries or add a watch strap, but I'll just display it as is. I know they make like a Bluetooth one, but I don't feel like shelling out 300 bucks. Again, I'm going retro. This is the original one I had as a kid, so very happy to have this back on display in the toy exhibit. And returning to my collection is the RHF Kamen Rider Faiz. This is more of the, I guess, part of the basic line, I suppose, of Kamen Rider Faiz figures. This does transform. The bike transforms into Auto Vajin, but I'm going to keep this next to the figure arts I have up there, so you can kind of see Kamen Rider Faiz riding on his bike, and display it next to the figure arts where he's fully transformed. So that'll be pretty cool. And last but not least, no, not the Dino Buckler itself. I've had this in my collection for quite a while. I had it signed by Yuta up top here. But I must confess, this was never really a complete piece. It was missing the Triceratops coin, so I had the US coin just kind of sitting in for a while. But I managed to stumble across a Yahoo Japan listing for a spare coin. As you can see, the Japanese coin has a deeper gold, I guess you can say. And then the back is kind of fading a little bit, so you can tell that this is the Japanese coin over what we got in the US here. So now this gets added to the Dino Buckler. So now everything in the Zyuranger exhibit is fully Bandai of Japan only. So that's that. That's the latest of the toy exhibit. Honestly, I can admit that I'm going to plateau a little bit with my toy acquisitions. I know that's a loaded thing for a toy collector to say, but honestly, I've been collecting for a long time, and I have everything that I want. I kind of want to put a cap on it. I don't want to keep adding too much there. Someday down the line, I would like to add a Kamen Rider Faiz helmet. But as for the display looking like the way it is, I'm happy. I'm more than happy, and I feel super grateful and super lucky to have everything that I have behind me and looking like the way it does. I don't want to keep adding too much stuff. And there's some stuff in the Morphin Grid that are stand-ins, like the Halloween helmets that will eventually get replaced by the Hasbro helmets. Same thing with the Hasbro Lightning Collection weapons when they come out. The Cosmic Fury Megazord, Morpher, and Red Ranger I'm going to have a spot right there for, but honestly, I feel like I'm okay with my toy acquisitions. I'm going to kind of put a cap on that. Maybe once in a while I'll replace something, but you know what? No, I'm going to be strict. I'm just going to kind of leave it as is right there. I do want to have some sort of a master plan for everything, so it's going to look like this for a long time. I want to keep it as is, and I'm a happy toy collector at the end of the day. So that's it. But now that the collection is looking like the way I want it to, I can really map out some awesome ideas for some cool videos. Maybe I could do like a Batman video where I have all the different Batman toys, or all the different newer prop replicas, or some of the retro toys. I can kind of do different theme videos now, so I can not concentrate so much on building the display. Now I can actually put some work into making some awesome videos too. But yeah, alright, so that'll do it for this video. I'll see you for the next one, and remember, own your passion. So it's funny that I say own your passion. It started off as a pun, own your passion, but also you can look at it as another angle to like own your passion. Like, I love Power Rangers. I'm not going to buy every single thing under the sun. I'm going to own it in the way I want to kind of manage my love for the toys and the show itself. So that's why I have strict rules with my collecting. But yeah, own your passion.